Henry Ford, the man who revolutionized the automobile industry. Henry Ford was an American industrialist, innovator, and the founder of Ford Motor Company. He transformed the automobile from a luxury item into an affordable necessity for millions of people worldwide. Through the development of the assembly line and mass production techniques, he not only revolutionized transportation, but also reshaped modern industry and labor practices. Early life and mechanical passion. Henry Ford was born on July 30th, 1863, in Dearborn, Michigan, USA. From a young age, he showed a strong interest in mechanics and engineering. As a teenager, he frequently dismantled and reassembled machines, fascinated by how they worked. At 16 years old, he left his family's farm to work as an apprentice machinist in Detroit. His experience at various mechanical shops helped him refine his skills, and in 1891, he joined the Edison Illuminating Company as an engineer. Ford's growing passion for automobiles led him to build his first self-propelled vehicle, the quadricycle, in 1896, the birth of Ford Motor Company. Determined to create an affordable car for the masses, Ford established the Ford Motor Company in 1903. At that time, cars were expensive and hand-built, making them inaccessible to the average American. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, which became the most significant automobile of its time. The Model T was affordable, designed for middle-class Americans, reliable and simple, easy to drive and repair, mass-produced. Unlike any car before it, the Model T quickly gained popularity, and by 1914, more than 50% of cars in the U.S. were Fords. Revolutionizing production. The assembly line. Ford's biggest contribution to industry was his introduction of the moving assembly line in 1913. Inspired by production techniques in meatpacking plants, Ford implemented a system where workers specialized in one repetitive task. The car moved down the line, reducing assembly time. Production costs decreased, making cars more affordable. This innovation cut production time for a Model T from 12 hours to just 93 minutes, allowing Ford to lower prices and make cars accessible to the average American worker. High wages and the $5 workday. Ford was also a pioneer in labor practices. In 1914, he introduced the $5 per day wage, which was double the average factory worker's salary at the time. This decision reduced employee turnover and increased efficiency, allowed workers to afford the cars they built, creating a stronger economy. Set new labor standards that influenced industries worldwide. Expanding the Ford empire. As the Ford Motor Company grew, so did Henry Ford's influence. In 1927, he introduced the Model A, replacing the Model T. He continued to expand globally, establishing factories in Europe, South America, and Asia. Despite his industrial success, Ford had controversial political views, including publicized anti-Semitic writings, which tarnished his reputation. However, he later distanced himself from these views. Later years and legacy. Henry Ford remained active in his company until 1945, when he passed control to his grandson, Henry Ford II. He died on April 7, 1947, at the age of 83. Ford's legacy extends beyond automobiles. His innovations in mass production, factory efficiency, and fair wages transformed modern industry. Today, Ford Motor Company remains one of the world's leading car manufacturers, and Henry Ford is remembered as a pioneer who made cars accessible to the masses.